So into the third round we go, and Novak Djokovic, he's making slightly hard work of it, but he's into the third round and he's facing none other than Tomas Machac, a tough Czech player who is always improving. Who's going to win this one? This is the preview. That's right, and before we go anywhere, make sure you hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into it. Round 2 got wrapped up, and Novak Djokovic, he went through in 4 sets against Jamie Farrier. It was a battle, and it was, like Djokovic said in his post-match press conference, tough in that second set. He was facing lights-out tennis from a young up-and-coming talent, and he said he was having to pretty much face 2 first serves every time he was serving. Second serves weren't a thing for Jamie Farrier, and I think that all of these young players are really embracing just giving it a go in this tournament, and it's like providing some entertaining tennis. I mean, like Sasha Osmo says here, Novak often frustrated but withstands the barrage and wins 6-1, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2. The return was getting better as the match went on, and it is Tomas Machac next. And that's the interesting player that, well, he had a bit of a meltdown in the United Cup, but he's really turned things around. It was cramping, it was Taylor Fritz, and he ended up having match points, and then he lost the match against him. Can he turn things around and do well against Djokovic? We're going to find out. And Djokovic, after his match, said, "A battle out there today. Thank you, Melbourne, for your energy, and well played, Jamie Farrier. A bright future for sure. Blessed to break another record for the most Grand Slam matches." I mean, just keeps on setting records, doesn't he, Djokovic? There he is, looking pretty pleased with himself. And he adds that victory to his first round win as well against Basavaredi. That one, very tough. Lost the first set. He's playing these hungry young players. But Djokovic doing like Djokovic does, just weathers the storm, comes through in 4. Will he be able to do the same against Tomas Machac? When Tomas Machac is one of a trio, Lehečka, Machac, Mensik, amazing young Czech players, all doing great things in this Australian Open. And, well, Lehečka could be in line for a round 4 opponent for either one of these two if they win this match. I mean, Lehečka still has to win his match as well, but the way that these Czechs are playing, you wouldn't be surprised. And Machac had to go through the guy who just beat Djokovic in the tournament before the Australian Open. It is Riley Opelka, and it was 5 sets. I mean, I'm not sure who Djokovic would prefer to face. He just lost to Opelka. Tomas Machac is just on the come up and very, very dangerous. Completely different players. But the fact that Machac was able to do this against Opelka, I think, is very, very impressive. I think he's always dangerous, especially in a tiebreak. And despite the fact that there were 3 tiebreaks, Tomas Machac actually managed to win 2 tiebreaks against Riley Opelka. The fact that he got it done in 5 sets, will that favour Djokovic? It was 3 hours 30 in total. I think it may do. It may play a factor, just being on court for 5 sets. Not the longest 5-setter, but you wouldn't expect it to be with Opelka. Normally pretty quick rallies, a lot of serving. And Machac, definitely the better all-round player. And that is why he won the match in the end. I mean, now he's got his prize. His prize is Novak Djokovic. The head-to-head between the two, it stands at 1 apiece. Not many people can say that against Novak Djokovic. And it's sort of dividing a lot of people, this one. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, or X as it's called now, they're favouring Machac. And Djokovic, they're seeing him in decline. They're seeing Machac on the come-up. I think it's a very even matchup, to be honest. And I'm just going to go to this one here. This one's called 24, Joker Prime, saying, to be honest, this is the first time I'm confident in Djokovic's bad result here. He was having tough times with Machac, even in Dubai 2 years ago, when he was on like a 15 match winning streak. Would be surprised if he wins the next match with the way he's played these 2 rounds. And then we've got another one there, David Savanovic, saying the prediction from him is Machac in 4. Well, let's have a look where they did play. You can see here that they did play in Dubai, and it was very, very close, and that was in 2023. And then the last time they played was last year, a very strange match on clay in Geneva where it was 6-4. Then he got bageled in the second set, and then he won the final set 6-1. So I mean, I can't really read too much into the clay match, just because, I don't know, that's such an odd scoreline. It seems like a very, very uncharacteristic score to lose a set 6-love and then win the next one 6-1. But that's what happened. Machac won, got to the final. But the Dubai one, that one definitely does give us an indication of how close this will be. Bear in mind, this is sort of a year and a half on, or maybe 2 years. And has Djokovic declined? Has Machac improved? I think probably yes to both of those questions. I'm going to give you a prediction on how I see this one going. I'm going to try to remove my bias from this as well. I think Djokovic has been on court 6 hours. Tomas Machac has been on court about 5.5. So pretty even there. I think the person with the better stamina probably would be Djokovic. I think if it goes long, he has better chance of winning. But then Machac did just win in 5 sets, but he did just play a 5-setter as well in his last match. Could he be tired? I think Djokovic just warming up and starting to get better as the match went on against Jamie Farrier. I'm going to put my neck on the line here, and I'm going to say I think it's 5 sets. And I think Djokovic wins in 5. But that's just my prediction. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Tell me your predictions in that comment section below. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think Djokovic, this is sort of the end of the road for him? Is this the beginning of the end for Djokovic? Or is he just getting started? Is he going to just knock Machac out the way and then he's going to go storming on towards another Czech player, and more potentially Lehečka in round 4? I'm excited to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so yet, smash a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.